I'm Nicholas Elmes with the Children's Education Alliance of Missouri. I am here to speak to you today as both a father of 2 children in traditional district schools, a husband of a woman who has spent her entire career in the education system, a taxpayer, and as an advocate for giving every child in Missouri access to a high-quality education. My family is relatively new to Missouri, having moved here about a year and a half ago. When we were looking for a place to live in the St. Louis area, one of our top priorities was to find a home in a district with great schools. It was a long search. Today I commute an hour to work every day just to make sure that my 2 daughters have the chance to thrive in the Francis Howell School District. We were lucky to have the luxury of picking the best schools for our children, but thousands of families, both urban and rural in Missouri, do not have the freedom and are instead stuck in the school required by their zip code. That zip code-based system is not producing good results for Missouri. As you have heard earlier, about half of the students do not score proficient in English, math, or science. In 2016, about 1 in 10 students attended the school which scored at 70% or lower on the APR. These issues have dramatic impact in higher education as well. Only 29% of Missouri high school graduates who take the ACT are college ready, and 32% of Missouri high school graduates needed remediation upon entering college. My wife, who is a professor at Lindenwood University, sees the results of Missouri's education system every day in her classroom. Just as she saw the difference that could be made by freeing teachers to be creative in a private school environment earlier in her career. I fully support traditional public schools when they work, but I also fully believe that families deserve funding to access other educational models, whether they be private or homeschooling alternatives, when the traditional school system is not meeting the child's needs. Let's be frank, having access to a high-quality education is the most important determinant in the future of our children, and as a result, in the future of our state. In my role as a communications director for the Children's Education Alliance of Missouri, I've had the privilege of learning how other states are solving this problem by creating effective and efficient tax credit scholarship programs, just like the one being considered today. Spokesmen for school administrators and teachers unions will likely tell you that there is a great debate about these programs, but the data on their success is actually pretty clear. Study after study, and I've provided a list with a couple of those studies, have shown that increasing access to education alternatives have improved test scores over time, increased college participation, and even increased civic engagement and help to lower crime. These programs also save state governments money, and an analysis of similar programs proposed in Missouri last year showed that a tax credit financed education savings account would have a positive fiscal impact on 478 of the state's districts and a negligible impact on the remaining 41 districts. As a taxpayer, I encourage you to vote for this bill. As an advocate for education choice, I encourage you to vote for this bill. And as a father who wants every child in the state to have the same opportunities as my own daughters, I encourage you to vote in favor of this bill.